Hi guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person. Right, so let's go. So you're coming in with the Magician card, and you were also coming in with the Empress here in your reading. All right. Well, this is actually about here, guys, with these two cards, is how your person sees you, what they think about when they look at you, how you make them feel here, also what actions they want to take here in your reading so that they can bring it into their reality. And that bring it into their reality here, guys, is how do they get you into their reality is what it talks about. But more importantly here is how do they get you here. See, what I get here in your reading is that, yeah, you know, your person, how can you say that? There's a huge awareness within your person when it comes to you. So what I pick up there, guys, is that a lot goes on when it comes to your person in terms of, like I said, their thinking here, their thoughts of you. Your person thinks a lot about you. I do get here that they could even think highly of you here. Yeah. See, yeah. With the Empress card coming in here, okay, guys, for your person, wow, you're the whole package here. And so what makes them aware of that here, guys, is because they think about you. Here, guys, yeah, you stir their emotions here, and you, well, I wouldn't say provoke, but motivate your person to take some kind of action here. I do get here in your reading that there is a fear factor involved here, because for your person, they don't know how to capture your attention, but not only that, they don't know what to do, pure and simple, because you were coming in as the Empress here. So it would be, I suppose, easier, and I'm not too sure if that's the right word, for your person if you went towards them. And that way, your person would be sure that you have feelings for them, deep feelings here, guys, because they definitely have feelings for you. You do see your person, you do have your eye on your person, is what I'm getting. But you kind of watch them from afar here, where they actually can't, they where I want to say they can't see you, but maybe they do here. Yeah. But you do watch them. You do like to watch them here. And what I get with the magician card here, guys, is that, well, your person is well aware that you're watching them here in your reading. It is. It's how do, this is your person. So what is it that I need to do to get you to see me a certain way so that you can come towards me? That's what your person is wanting here. I get they already know that you're quite bold here. They already know that you're passionate about what you do and what you put your time and attention into here, guys. Yeah. They love the way that you carry yourself here in terms of, because you give off this air of confidence, and your person loves confidence here, and the way that you assert yourself here. Yeah. It comes in as, can you do all that to me? That's your person here in your reading. But let's keep going. Yeah, I do get they could very well be stubborn here, guys, because they do like that element of freedom here. However, let's keep going. They may even keep tabs on you here, guys. Thank you. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Alright, so you were coming in with the Four of Pentacles. You were coming in with the Chariot. And you also have the Two of Swords here in your reading. It is coming in that way, guys. Exactly what I spoke about in terms of the Six of Pentacles and the Chariot. But what that Six of Pentacles, what it can kind of talk about there is that because there is no action, non-action here, then there's just no action. That's what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. But once you make contact with your person, what I get there in your reading is that it's an equal exchange here. It tells me here in your reading that both you and your person are actually focused on each other here. When you're coming in with the Two of Swords, the Chariot and the Two of Swords here. Because what that talks about there, guys, is it comes in as Well, what I want to say here is that what motivates and inspires both you and your person is each other here. And so there is a focus on that with the Two of Swords here. See, it tells me here in your reading is that for both you and your person, you hold on to those memories that you have here. Yeah, where you may have interacted with each other, you may have gone out on a date here, guys, or yeah, you may have even been intimate with your person. Because it's equal. You both feel the same way. This is what it's saying with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I want to say what you put out is what, you know, what you put out into the universe here is what you get back. And what that can talk about there in terms of the Six of Pentacles here in your reading is what you share, do when the actions that you take towards your person, that's all part of that Magician card. It allows your person here to trust in themselves here, guys, to come towards you, because the exchange is, in that respect here, guys, is equal. Equal give and take. With the Chariot card and the Two of Swords, what it can talk about there in terms of obstacles and challenges as well here, guys, is that for both you and your person, you're both a huge distraction here, where you get distracted when you're doing other things or things you need to do in terms of responsibilities, maybe even work. You're both kind of constantly here in the back of your mind thinking about each other. And so it kind of proves hard, or it proves to be hard to be present, to be in the moment here, guys. Because your mind is drifting here, dreaming, dreaming about each other, because that's how those cards are coming in. And hence why it becomes an obstacle and a challenge. See, it also talks about here in your reading that, well, for both you and your person here, or for your person, a lot of what they do is to get closer to you here. And a lot of what you do is to get closer to your person. However, you both do it in a different way. That's what it's saying. Let me keep going here. Alright, so you were coming in with the Fool card, you were coming in with the Knight of Swords, and you were also coming in with the Knight of Wands here in your reading. Okay, just wanted to make sure here, guys. So what it kind of talks about here in your reading, and I have explained that when I spoke about going towards your person here and your person coming towards you. That is happening here, potentially here in your reading. Now, also coming in with the Fool card, what it talks about there in your reading is not wanting to here miss an opportunity. If it presents itself, this is both you and your person taking that opportunity. So if you see your person out and about here, guys, yeah, you're going to walk up to your person and have a conversation in a sense here. And what that's going to do for your person is that it's going to, well, make your person feel confident, I suppose, about themselves. Remember, I spoke about you being quite confident here, self-assured here, guys. And your person finds that damn attractive. Well, it's going to give your person the confidence to come towards you. Now, coming in with knights on the table, what it's talking about there in your reading is that it's going to come from a place of wanting to know each other. That's what I'm getting with these knights, all right? You already know what you know about yourself. You already know about interaction, how to interact, how to communicate here. You already know what you know about relationships here, guys. Now you want to know about each other. It does talk about there, with both those knights on the table, it does talk about gaining knowledge and understanding here about oneself. It comes in as, so how big is your capacity here to learn, to move forward in terms of passion, in terms of talking, interacting here. That's what those two cards talk about. I get that with here. All right, guys. Now, with the Knight of Swords coming in here also, what it talks about there in your reading is that I do get that as you. It's coming in as through your conversation with your person, through that interaction here, you're going to learn, or you want to know here, guys, like I said, about your person, but you want to know if the feelings are mutual. That's how that Knight of Swords is coming in. So, hence why, potentially here in your reading, you're going to come in with the Fool card, where you are going to take the chance here, guys. And you are going to develop. You want to. Self-development here, personal development, self-identity, all of that's going to come in when you take this leap of faith towards your person. Yeah, of course, they are coming in with the Knight of Wands. And so what that talks about there in your reading is it's going to come in as your person learning to trust here. It also talks about here in your reading, what are they going to put their time and attention into here. There is a sense of consistency here in your reading, but it's actually coming in as the both of yous, to be quite honest. Yeah, of course, you know, the Knight of Wands can be seen a certain way. Alright, guys? But for your person, that Knight of Wands, it's coming in as I want to say it takes a lot of effort here, but they actually have to kind of prepare themselves here, guys, to come in that way. See, your person wants to be seen a certain way because you definitely are, coming in with the Empress card. So like I said, they want to capture your attention here in, okay? So how do they make that happen here? What is it that I need to do? And so coming in as the Knight of Wands, as someone confident here, popular, here in your reading, yeah, it's like for your person, when they walk into a room here, it would be good to be seen as someone people like here, guys, so that you can see them as someone you could like. It's coming in that way. Seen as having fun here, so that you can see them as having fun here in your reading. All right, guys. Yep. So you were coming in with the Queen of Swords here in your reading in terms of your advice here. And so what it talks about there in your reading, what I'm getting there, it's the advice here is to speak with compassion and empathy here. Watch your reptilian words when it comes to your person here. With the Queen of Swords, what it can talk about there in your reading is compassion and empathy here for yourself as well as your person is what I'm getting here, guys, because it really comes down to what you know to be true for yourself and what you know to be true about your person. Now's not a time to blur those lines is what I'm getting here, coming in with the Queen of Swords. Now, of course, the Queen of Swords could also be your person here, the masculine. Here, guys, they are just operating in their feminine energy here. So when that happens, all right, guys, and you're coming in with the Queen of Swords, what that talks about there is that for your person, they are quite straight up. They can also be seen as quite loyal here, especially to people that are loyal, very protective here. Yeah. Towards, I should say, people that mean a lot to them. It's a softer side to the masculine here. All right. Now, what it also talks about here in your reading is that if there are any setbacks or you feel like things just aren't working, coming in with the Page of Swords, or the Knights of Swords here, guys, then book an image reading and tarot reading with me, as I'm not just a tarot reader, all right? If you want to know more, okay, about both the image reading and the tarot reading, just check the details in the description box below this video, and or alternatively, check out the New Earth Community website, okay, the link is below. What it tells me here with the Queen of Swords here in your reading is to... Well, what I want to say, don't let that stop you, but you have to try and figure out how better to do it. What else can you do here? Now, of course, I'm coming in with both you and your person here in your reading. Don't be put off by it not working the first time here. Okay, it does talk about here in your reading, learn from that mistake. It is coming in as an elemental thoughtfulness here, respect, as well for your person, so that you aren't overstepping here your person's boundaries. Coming in with the Queen of Swords. Okay. See, it tells me here in your reading also that this Queen of Swords could very much, or could very well, act on impulse here. I did speak about thoughtfulness here. I did speak about respect here, guys. And why I'm saying that here in your reading, it's about surrendering the ego, yeah, and grounding it here. That's what I'm getting here in your reading. Of course, it's not about allowing your person to do whatever they want. Of course, there is a fine line. There is a line in the sand here. And you do want to have your boundaries put up here, guys, so that your person knows here just how serious you are. Because coming in with the Knight of Wands, you do want your person to be quite serious about this as well. And yes, they are, but a lot of the way and the reasons why they behave the way that they do is to capture your attention, coming in as the Empress. Okay? Right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your video. I do appreciate, and I'll catch you later. Bye.